So here we're going to be talking about the new Media Manager and the powerful Media Editor of the DMB Pro Plus, along with how to upload movie posters and banners. And there's a couple of ways that we're going to show you how to do that. That's going to really add some excitement and a lot of visual appeal to the end result when you're displaying your movie posters. Okay, so we'll start off with the home screen. Turn on your DMB Pro Plus movie board. You're greeted at your home screen or wherever you last set it. You notice on the menu shortcut here on the left, we have a couple of sections that we're going to be bouncing around in this video. We're going to be talking about the banner section, the Media Manager, the Media Editor, which is built into the Media Manager, and along with the DMB Poster Vault. So some explanations here. The DMB Poster Vault is our way of letting you download or search and download whatever movie posters are available, along with extra content like the movie trailer, the movie summary, the actors, the directors, the name, the runtime, the Rotten Tomatoes rating, etc. The Poster Vault is extremely cool. It's extremely easy to use, and it does all of that metadata gathering automatically and very fast. And what that will allow the DMB Pro to do is to display our awesome live view where you have the trailer, the summary, the poster, and all that information attached to it. So we're going to first upload some banners from your computer, assuming that you have purchased banners from our site, downloaded the zip file onto a DMB folder on your computer, and unzipped those files so that they appear as regular banners. Okay. We're also going to demonstrate how you can upload your existing poster library, upload them to the DMB Pro, and also how to add very easily all of those other views like the live view where you can automatically attach the trailers and the summary and the name to those movies, to those posters. All right, so we're going to start with a clean slate here. We have nothing in our banner section, and we have nothing in our Media Manager, except for this edition artworks, which was from an earlier video. So the first thing we want to do is go to our website, DMB Digital Store, and make your purchase of whatever banners you want. Unzip them to a folder on your desktop. Now we're going to upload them. So coming here into the storage section in the menu, you want to select banners. There's nothing on here. We want to come here and hit the upload button. And here on the website or on my desktop is where I have all of my, or for this video, all of that content. So we're going to come here to where we have video banners, and I have a few selected on here. There's some video banners, upper, lower banner, and a couple of the older GIF style banners that we use for the Pro. So let's just go ahead and highlight them all. Hit the open button, and they will automatically upload. You'll see a yellow line up here. You'll see a little spinning yellow progress bar, and then here it'll tell you what the percentage is that you are uploading them. So depending on how fast your internet connection, not your internet connection, but your home network connection, it can take a few seconds to upload. So here you see that we've already uploaded 6 banners, and we can see what those banners are here. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that currently all the banners, whether they're top banners or bottom banners, are shown in your banner section. So you'll notice that there are some taller banners and there are some thinner banners. So this would be a top banner. These thinner ones would be the bottom banner. Now you could rename them on your computer or with any name that you want to make it easier for you to see that this is a top banner and that this is a bottom banner. So you can rename these any way you want. So now that we have our banners uploaded to our banner section, let's go into the Media Manager. Let's create a folder and let's upload some of our regular posters in the same way that if you had a collection of movie posters, you would upload them this way. So here we are in the Media Manager, and we want to create a folder. Let's name this one Movie Posters. Okay. You notice here that it has been created, There are 0 items in there. If we open it up, there are nothing in there. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to upload posters. We're going to come back to our computer wherever we have our movie posters, and we are going to select them. So here we're going to select a group of posters, and we're going to see that they get uploaded pretty quick. Here this tells us the progress. 27 haven't successfully uploaded. Now, these are just the posters, right? So if we were to go up to the poster view, go into our playback folder, select movie posters, and then start the view, you'll notice that it's just a full screen poster. There are no banners attached to it. We still have to attach banners to this. So let's go back into our Media Manager. Let's go into our movie posters folder. And then here in the poster settings, we've got some options. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to set some banners. So we click on the set banner. We're greeted with this page, top banner, bottom banner, and for the summary page or the summary view, we can choose a banner for that as well. Right now, we're just going to concentrate on the top banner and the lower banner. So this tells us the sizes that the top banner in 4K or in regular HD require. You can make your own banners if you want, but we've got a large growing selection of video banners on our website for you to choose from. So let's select banner. This opens up the banner section here, and we're going to choose this one. Let's choose the astronaut for the top banner. We select it. Let's come down to the bottom banner and let's choose another astronaut. Select that one. And now what we've done, we want to save it. We've applied the banner to that folder, and you notice that the board has reflected that change. So now we have a top banner and we have a bottom banner, and these are 4K video banners. Okay. Now we could also come back to the Poster Vault, and we're going to automatically download content. So when you are searching for posters, you can use our DMB Poster Vault. And when you open it up, you have 2 sections. One is the trending movies, and one is the trending TV shows. And these are a set of posters that are trending, and they will change daily. You could also come up here and search for any particular movie that you want. Now, the cool thing about the DMB Poster Vault is that if you were to select a poster, for instance, let's just say the Suicide Squad, and we select the poster itself, we are greeted with a lot of information about that movie here on the right side. We have a preview of the poster, the name, the rating. It's an action comedy adventure. We have the release type. It's a movie. We have the runtime. We have the ratings, summary. We have the trailer, directors, all the actors, and the production companies involved. So we have a wealth of information about each movie. If we want to pick some of these to download, we can select the download button, and we're given 2 options: download the poster with the trailer or download just the movie poster, right? So we're going to choose download with trailer. Let's select another one as well, like nobody. And you'll notice that as we're doing this, we're getting a little message here that tells us it's downloading and then when it has finished downloading. And they are color coded. So blue would be what it's actually doing. Green would be when it's actually finished. Let's download a third one. So now we've got 3 movies that we have downloaded using our Poster Vault. Now we'll show you what that looks like. So if we come back up here to the poster view, And here in the playback folder, we open it up and we can see that we now have our Poster Vault posters folder with 3 items in it. This folder is automatically created every time we use the Poster Vault. So there's no need to actually create a folder in the Media Manager. It's automatically created. That's one less step that you have to worry about. So if we select the Poster Vault posters for playback, we notice that on the screen we have the full poster. But here's where the fun begins. Now I don't personally like to attach any banners to any of my Poster Vault posters, and I'll show you why here in a second. So we're going to change the style of how these Poster Vault posters are displayed. Now, the Poster Vault service that we have here, as I said earlier, is extremely powerful in what it can download, and it basically automates all of the things that you would normally have to do manually, like enter a name, enter the show year, enter the trailer, download the trailer. All of that information, the DMB Poster Vault service takes care of it by itself. So we can choose, when we're playing back our Poster Vault posters, we can choose what style we want to show the poster. So this is the classic poster style, but if we hit summary, you notice that we've now changed it to a poster with a blurred background, and in the bottom we have the summary rotating. I do have it set for 5 seconds, by the way, but you could also change the duration of between the poster changes. So we have classic view, which is a typical just poster. We have summary view, which is a smaller poster with a cool blurred background and the summary of the movie along with the year and a frame around it, right? A banner. And we have different colored banners for that for you to choose from. But the cool view is the live view. So if we select the live view, we are now greeted with a very cool DMB specific view. We have the trailer playing on the top. We have the poster to the left. We have the information on the right, directors, actors, movie summary. And on the bottom, we have the name of the movie, the rating, the Rotten Tomatoes ratings, the length of that the movie is, when it was released, and so on. And it is in a scrolling fashion to give you all that information. This is a super, super cool view. The trailer will play out regardless if you have the duration set 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 15 seconds. When we select the wait for videos to finish, the trailers will finish, and then this will rotate to the next poster. We also have the list view, and what the list view does is it displays a scrolling list of all of the movies in your Poster Vault. Now we can also adjust the speed here, whether we want to scroll it faster, medium, or slow. I like the slow. And you'll see that it's a very cool view that you could use for upcoming movies. So you can create a folder, call it your weekend movie playlist, go to the Poster Vault and download the posters and all this information that you're going to be watching of the movies that weekend. And then you can have the playback be in the list fashion until those movies begin. And it'll allow your guests to see all of the movies that you're going to be playing on the weekend. So extremely cool. I love these views. The live view especially is very, very cool. So these views are specific to 2 things. One, it's specific to the Poster Vault, but you could also manually add these views if you want. But the Poster Vault, the DMB Poster Vault, extends to a few more things. So if we come back up here to the Media Manager, right, you notice that on your movie posters that we created, we don't have all of that information. It's just a poster, right? So let's go back to Poster View, Playback Folder. Let's select regular movie posters. Remember, there's 27, right? Now you'll notice on the screen, we've got our banners and we've got our movie poster. But that's it. If we go to summary, nothing happens. If we go to live, nothing happens. If we go to list, it'll list those posters, but no information. So what we want to do is we want to add that information. We want to give regular posters all of that metadata so that you can display it in those very cool summary, live, and list views. And here's how we do that. So if we go to the Media Manager, let's go ahead and open your movie posters folder. And what we're going to do is tap on the folder settings. And you notice that we can scan it with our Poster Vault. So we're going to scan all of these posters with the Poster Vault, and the Poster Vault is going to download all of this extra metadata. Now, you've got to be sure that all of your posters are named correctly. If these are not named correctly, or if they have special characters in there, you're going to have to edit that poster so that they show up correctly. So for instance, let's just say, I don't have any that are mislabeled here, but let's just say burn. If this was labeled burn poster 1, or if it was just a long string of characters, we want to edit that and change that. So we can hit these 3 buttons to the right, hit the edit button, and this is the editor. Very powerful built-in editor. Here we could do all kinds of adjustments to the poster. So we could rename the poster. Right? So if it was a long stream of characters, but the movie was Burn, here we just name it to Burn. If we wanted to, we could manually enter the summary, give it more movie details here, like the title, the directors, actors, all this good stuff. We can even come here to Related Media, and we can attach the background blur picture as well as a movie trailer. Now, this is done manually, but what I'm going to show you is how to do it automatically. So once your posters are named correctly, you can come up here to the folder settings and hit the Scan with Poster Vault. And here it just kind of tells you what it's going to be doing. So let's hit proceed. And you'll notice here that it is scanning, it has started, and it is going through all of these posters, and it is going to update them and give them all of that extra metadata so that we can display them back with those very cool views. Now, depending on how many posters you have, this could take several minutes. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to come back up here to poster view. Okay. And at this point, we want to just wait until the system finishes. One way we can check to see the progress of whenever the system is working on something is we can come down here to the event log and we can select that. And you notice here, it tells us that right now it is scanning and downloading all of that information currently. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait until this is finished, and it'll tell us that it's finished, and it'll tell us in green that it has been done. So let's just wait a few minutes. Okay, so it has completed doing the scan, and it tells us here 27 posters were connected. Some could not be matched, but we have a total of 24 trailers that were downloaded and connected. So we can now come back up here to the poster view. So here in the poster view, we can come back here to movie posters. So we are selected with movie posters, and you can see that on the screen. And what we want to do is we want to refresh. Refresh. And so now we've added this content that is going to allow your regular movie posters to look like posters that were downloaded from the DMB Poster Vault with the summary, live, and the list views. So we have our movie poster selected. It's on classic. Let's switch it over to summary. And you notice now that for that poster, we have a summary at the bottom. The Casper, there's Coraline, and these are the summaries. And then what we could also do is select the live view, and we now have the very, very cool live view that we added with all this information, the trailer, the actors, the summary, runtime, the name, the ratings, all of that to our regular posters that we had on our desktop. And then if we select the list view, same thing, we've got a running list with now the information populated. So extremely powerful is the DMB Poster Vault and the Media Editor and our Media Manager. We can give any picture, any poster, even if it's your family pictures, we can give them all of this information and display them back in the very cool live view. But you notice how I said earlier, I don't particularly like the banners on the live view. And this is why it kind of shrinks the image. Now the choice is yours. You can use banners if you want. Personally, I like to not have banners. So if we go back into our movie posters folder, what we can do is come back up here to settings, select the banners, and then here we can delete the attached banners, save the changes. And you notice now there's a lot more room on the screen to display just the live view. And then in the folder, you notice now that we actually have it saying that it has been updated, that these posters have been updated using the DMB Poster Vault service. All of these have been changed. All the information has been added. And it was all done at the touch of one button right here, Scan with Poster Vault. Very cool. Right, so back up here to Poster Vault, we can choose the amount of seconds that is attached between the random durations between posters. If we are watching the trailers, we want to keep this on so that the trailer will finish. Let's go back to Classic, Summary, Live, and List. There you go. So that is how you use the Media Manager, the Media Editor, create folders for posters, upload banners, attach banners, and use our DMB Poster Vault service to add the very cool views to your posters.